What's on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. Well, the kind of thing that I was fearing was going to happen has now happened, as a pregnant woman is seriously injured by a Tesla lunatic, and a whole bunch of other just shocking things coming out over the weekend. An unhinged man falsely, filing a fake police report that a Tesla backed into his car, and then when confronted with the video evidence, ran away from the scene. The whole thing is absolutely bonkers and hilarious to me, and I'm just here for it. I absolutely love it. And let's get into all these hilarious F around and find out scenarios. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Sheath. I'm a big fan of their product. They've been a long time supporter on the channel. Their bamboo line is incredible. Sheath makes the most comfortable boxer briefs I've ever worn. If you're sick of boxers that are too loose or briefs that are too tight, Sheath is for you. I'm wearing a pair of Sheath right now as we speak, and I gotta tell you, it's the most comfortable thing I've ever worn. You have to get a pair, and one pair, it's gonna just change your life. And it's the most comfortable boxer briefs you're ever gonna put on your body. Their stretchy fabric is made out of a moisture wicking technology. They're super soft. They keep everything cool, comfortable, and in the right place. Fellas, I know it's weird to think about, changing what you've been wearing every single day, but check out Sheath, sheath.com, promo code The Quartering for 20% off your order. I guarantee you're going to absolutely love it. They're particularly useful for staying cool during the summer and while working out. The most unique thing about Sheath is that they have these dual pouches to keep your man parts separated, which prevent things from sticking together and keeps them right where they need to be. I was definitely a little skeptical about it, but I'll tell you, it was a game changer. And by the way, if you're not into using it, you don't have to use it either. So head to sheath.com, promo code The Quartering for 20% off. Give these things a try. I absolutely love them. They've been a long-time sponsor of the channel, so check them out. Pregnant woman seriously injured by rock thrown through Tesla windshield. A pregnant woman sitting in the passenger seat of Tesla EV was injured by a 2-pound rock that smashed through her car windshield in Vancouver. Authorities are now investigating if the rock was intentionally thrown at the vehicle. Of course it was. There's no investigation here. Police said that the Tesla was headed north on Nanamino Street, in the middle of the evening when it was struck by a rock as the electric vehicle passed East Avenue, according to a report. The rock reportedly smashed through the car windshield and seriously injured a pregnant woman in the passenger seat before landing on the floor of the Tesla. The victim is expected to make a recovery. We're working to determine whether or not it was a criminal act. What do you mean, whether or not? Are giant rocks just falling from the sky? Are giant rocks just falling from the sky? Is that what's going on here? And we're just okay with that? We're going to say, well, we don't really know how this giant rock smashed through the windshield. Police specified it would like to hear from anyone who either saw the incident or may have footage taken on that street. A staggering 130 additional officers, meanwhile, have been deployed to various Tesla takedown events over the weekend in Vancouver, where they have been tasked with keeping the peace. This comes as Tesla owners and facilities have been targeted by vandals and arsonists across the United States. New Year's Day, in apparent response to Musk's support and involvement with the President Donald Trump's administration. In Vancouver, police reportedly said that they've been investigating a total of 28 Tesla-related incidents since January 20th that appear to be all appear to be politically motivated. Okay, so why wouldn't this be, right? Why wouldn't this be politically motivated? It's bonkers to me. Here's an unhinged man in Florida falsely claims that a Tesla driver, quote, hit his car. When the Tesla owner called the police, the man reportedly fled the scene. Gee, I wonder why. Let's check this out. This is the camera footage from the Tesla. He's, 2 feet away from his vehicle. A Volkswagen Jetta, it looks like. Not even anywhere near it. Right? Here's this psycho telling him to stop.
I got cameras. Nobody's texting. I got cameras on my car. I didn't touch your car. I have cameras all over the car.
I'll be notifying my insurance company. You think just because you drive a friggin' Tesla, you get away with shit. You don't.
So First, he's like, oh, well, there's nothing weird about Tesla. There's nothing weird about, there's nothing weird about Tesla. I don't have any issue with Tesla. Oh, wait, I do.
Call the police.
I'm going to deal with my insurance company.
Oh, you're not going to call the police?
That's the threat you put out.
Can you call the police? Call the police right now.
Good. What are they doing?
Yeah. I mean, fleeing the scene of an accident is a crime. So, I mean, that's, uh-oh. By the way, going back to The Rock, here's that picture of The Rock just simply fell out of the sky like Chicken Little and injured this pregnant woman. Like, that doesn't exactly look like, I mean, look at that. Now, I don't know, like, was it chucked from the top of the bridge? I know sometimes kids do that. But to me, as far as I can see, there's no evidence it wasn't. How about this? A very large, another overweight liberal woman defacing a Tesla.
Deep scratches on his mom's 2019 Tesla Model 3, but he was in luck.
I immediately got into the car and I checked the dash cam, and that's where I went over all the video.
The driver's side camera caught the whole thing, and he couldn't believe it.
We got her the first time that she came through and keyed the car, and then she comes around again and she's kind of pretending that her car has something on it, even though there's clearly nothing on the video.
Then the woman gets into a white Honda and backs out.
She's backing out like super slowly, and she's really eyeing the damage.
There was no front license plate on the suspect's car, but fortunately he had his own car parked behind both of them.
See what I told you? I told you about the fact that there are Tesla vehicles everywhere. There are Tesla vehicles everywhere. So Tesla people band together. So he had another vehicle parked, and there we got the plate.
Back license plate.
Do you have any knowledge of this happening?
She said she owns a white Honda, but that she doesn't know anything about the Tesla being keyed. The victim filed a police report. It'll be more than $3,000 to fix, and to add salt to injury, the car had actually been paint corrected and ceramic coated a few months earlier.
Ooh, that's going to be even more expensive.
I don't know why someone would ever do this to somebody else's car. And I've got you on video.
Nah. I mean, these idiots. How about this one? All it took was me giving a thumbs up to a man driving a Cybertruck and a bunch around DC for a bunch of leftists to start screeching at me. I have to deal with these deranged fools every day here in DC, so I started wearing a body cam. Trump and Elon derangement syndrome is real.
So you can get to the car. There's the vehicle you want to be driving around.
So here's a Cybertruck.
Today out here. Woo! Woo!
Look at these dorks. I mean, I was driving next to this soy-infused no-chin loser on Saturday in my Cybertruck, and he flipped me off. So I promptly pulled alongside to him at the correct speed limit, rolled down my window, and tried to get his attention. But for some reason, he wouldn't look over. Some reason, he just refused to look at me. So then I made sure, and I passed him, and then, I changed lanes into the same lane he was in. And, I just, I waved to him again to try and see if maybe he would look at me. No, I didn't want to do that. So then, I moved around to the right side of him and decided I would see if maybe he would see me from that side. So I rolled my window down again. He still refused to look at me. I have a feeling that this kid was fruiting his looms at the time, or, taking a huge leak. This is how you're supposed to deal with these people. This is how, you laugh at them. Meanwhile, here, Tesla owner offering a $25,000 reward after Cybertruck is defaced, says vandals must face consequences.
So a masked Tesla vandal caught on camera at a California home slashing the tires to a family Cybertruck and repeatedly throwing a cement block against the windshield. Now that owner is looking to make an example out of them and is offering a $25,000 reward for information leading to their arrest. That Tesla owner, Jason Vandal, joins us now. Good morning, Jason. Thanks for joining Fox and Friends.
Good morning.
So, Jason, I'm assuming, you have a Cybertruck. You told me this is not your first Tesla. So you believe in keeping the environment clean, right?
Yes, absolutely. I love electric vehicles, and I do my best to try to help the environment.
So, and
Man,
you were
Teslas
telling
don't
me
really
that
save the environment,
the
but
area that you stay in is mostly Democrat. What was your reaction when you find out that people that are supposed to, stand with you were targeting you?
Yeah, it's very surprising here. I do live in an area that's highly Democratic, and for them, these people to be targeting the neighbors in this area just doesn't make any sense to me. A lot of these people are on their side and believe.
this is
a
why
lot
you
of
have
the same-
cameras. They will eventually figure it out. They will eventually figure out who did this, and they're going to have a felony. So I hope, they live in the neighborhood, obviously. Obviously, they live in the neighborhood. And what we're seeing is home security footage. We're not seeing footage from the truck, which is probably even more clear. Here, look at this. So here is this. They found this another overweight white woman who keyed a car. This was in Minnesota. The vandalism incident, which involved a woman scratching a parked Tesla, gained attention after the video was circulated online. Hodges says that the person who owned the car only wanted their car repaired and compensation, and has since been resolved. Now, I would definitely want charges pressed. I think that's the way to handle this. The vandalism incident, in Bloomington, you probably never heard me utter these words. The suspect in this case may have also been a victim. People were mean to them online. He also said that Huck is okay. Huck wants to say hi. I know, buddy. I know. Are you excited? Are you a happy puppy? Yeah. All right. If you damage his car, it says Tesla vandal suspect was brainwashed by far left rhetoric. Tesla owner offers $25,000 reward after Cybertruck is defaced. We talked about that. Again, why do they all look like this?
Hey friends, I just
dude.
passed the Dunkin' Donuts, which is the most vague possible location I could possibly give you in Massachusetts. But besides being near a Dunkin' Donuts, which places me somewhere in Massachusetts, I mentioned I'm at the Hands Off Boston March, and it is the slowest march I have ever been in, and I could not be more happy about that, because that means that the streets between the park and City Hall are entirely filled with...
No, it doesn't. It means people are walking slow. That's all it means. And it means that all these dorks are paid to be there. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out sheath.com. Promo code TheQuartering to save. And we'll talk to you again real soon.